Hey guys, what's up? Welcome. This time I'm going to talk about scouting in Zerg versus Zerg. So let's talk about scouting with a drone. You may ask, should we scout with a drone? Well, if you really need to, you can scout with a drone. Why? Well, it's kinda for your own security. You want to be sure what your opponent is doing, then you have to drone scout. Most of the players just don't do it, because by the time your drone is in the natural of your opponent, you should have in production either pull or hatch. So it just doesn't matter. You can't change your build order. You will only know what kind of build order your opponent is doing. So maybe it's useful for you. If you don't see the difference in build orders by the timing of the expansion, something like that, if you have troubles with that, you can drone scout. But if you know what's up, then you don't have to. Let's talk about overlords. Well, overlords in Zerg vs Zerg are super fucking cool, because they can be everywhere on the map except enemy main base and natural. By the time the enemy will have anti-air, he either have to go Hydras or Mutas. So there's a lot of time that your overlords can spend in the map spotting for your opponent movements. So yeah, where should we place them? In certain choke points, in paths that usually opponent's units are coming from, something like that. And very common spot, near opponent's ramp, to see what kind of units is he producing in main base, especially in early game. The second most common spot is, I will show you, it's right here, to see how many drones does your opponent have. Let's say it again, in early game. In later stages of the game it doesn't matter. So, well, other things that we should look at. Well, obviously, if you see a Roach Warren, then it means that this is going to be Roach based build, most likely. If you don't see Roach Warren and you don't see Evo Chambers, well, it means that this is going to be some kind of Mutalisk based build order. We can also say something about early evolution chambers for +1 Carpus upgrade or melee, because it's worth noticing that Baneling with +1 attack upgrade will kill in one hit Zergling with +1 Carapace upgrade. So if you're going Baneling heavy against Link heavy opponent with +1 armor, then you can just make +1 melee. Well, so yeah, I think that's about it, because two available build orders in Zerg vs Zerg are either Mutas or Roaches. You can also go Link heavy, but this is very tricky and you need shitload of spines to tag to infestors. So yeah, if you see Roach Warren, this is going to be Roach based build. If you see Spire, then it's going to be Mutalisk based build. And this is about this. There is no more things that you should look at. Maybe timing of infestation pit, to see maybe your opponent is going for infestors, or maybe he's going for swarm hosts, or for hive to get free upgrades, or maybe, I don't know, ultralisks. And the thing that is worth keeping in mind is that if your opponent had Spire, he'll maybe make like 10 Mutalisk to gain map control, and then he will switch to Roaches. And next very possible scenario is that he will make Greater Spire for Broodlords, because Broodlords are good in Zerg vs Zerg, but only when you have, let's say, an advantage. You have a lot of minerals, your opponent is, I don't know, you killed his expansion, something like that. When your opponent is crippled and you have the advantage, then yeah, you can go for tier 3 units. But if the game is even, you don't have to. You just need to stick to Roaches and Hydralisks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you learned something from it. If you do, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.